So we've already conceptualized programs. Now we are about to start it from next month. So this is what we look at typically. We look at the industry. It should suit the industry needs. That's why we always push for nursing, because there's industry need out there. So after that we plan our programs. Now, you see, we won't get the cream of the society. Cream of the society go to the free government institutes, and the rich guys would go to the top end universities. We get the bottom of the pyramid. And we get the kids who are called not brainy, not, this considered, taboo is that, and they are not educated, they are useless, dummies. Those are the names they use. Typically, we get maximum 3 C's, maybe 1 B, 2 C's, that's the maximum. Others are just managing 3 passes in A levels. You see, the problem in human brain, not a problem, how we learning, if you look at learning, if you define learning, is that you put something inside and use that to a betterment of the community, right? So, very simple concept. You put it in and store it somewhere, then use that. Now, it's a very simple process, but how you put it in? How a typical school would teach them. A teacher would come in, use the whiteboard and give a book, right? It's a linguistic learning style. So if you look at, there are about 7 learning styles in the world, accepted learning style. There's a guy called Harvard Gardner, a Harvard professor. Now, each learning style would stimulate a part of the brain. Now, linguistic is, there are 2 sides of the parietal lobe called Wernicke's areas. It will stimulate that, right? Some good at visual learners. Something, they say that picture everything in the head. So a visual learner. Some would like to listen, somebody talks and okay, auditory learners. So there are auditory, there's a brain, there's a space in that to develop. Likewise, some are logical learners. There's a logical, they have to be all logical, otherwise they can't remember things. So, for example, if you are not a good linguistic learner, you can't understand a thing what's happening in the hospital, in the school. And then how they assess you, how they pass the exam, what is the method they assess you? Linguistically. So if your Wernicke's area is not developed, you become a dumb fellow. Is it fair? No, not at all. So what we do, when the kids come in, we don't consider them dumb people. We consider them, they're 1,000 times better than the cream of the society. They have a very open mind. Right? So they have been harassed by people, parents and others. So we do a thing called a learning styles test. It's about 10 minutes online thing. So we identify their learning areas. We have a cobweb graph come in, and maybe visual or all that. Then what we do, within our program, we put them to groups. Once they start the program, different learning style people, we put them into groups. So research has shown this, you grow your learning styles whilst you are with the others. Some are introverts, they study alone. Some want extroverts, they want to study together. So that mingles. I have done few researches, next year I am publishing them with the kids. So automatically, nobody becomes somebody. So that's why these kids have done wonders. That's very simple theory, you know. It's unfair for a Sri Lankan, I mean, we are a poor country, so we can't use other methods. So here what we teach is we use many learning styles. We do videos, we do activities, we do logical case studies. So it's a different thing. Recently, so we do a lot of innovative stuff here. Now the latest exam that I conducted for reflection, I do about 4 modules with them. I ran a video of Grey's Anatomy and then told them to reflect one of the doctors there. In 2 hours that was the exam. So in 20 minutes they have to see what happened, then go back and then they can access the internet, go and then they write so it's fun also, and this millennium, You all think young kids, they are digital mind now. They think in milliseconds, how the downloading, milliseconds, and we think in minutes. It's a massive difference between the older community and the young kids. Attention span is only 10 minutes max. So I mean, you do a 3-hour lecture, they don't get only 10 minutes. Yeah, I know the topic. What did you say after that? So it doesn't go. These are the things that if you don't really look at your client, the consumer, and we do a lot of consumer studies, we do unofficial chats, you hardly get young kids who really go into a consumer study and they don't click. They would say good, everything. But if you have a nice chat with them comfortably, they would give you superb insight. So we are adapting slowly but surely. Good thing is we are small, so we can adapt.
We've seen a lot of achievements here, like with the presentation, right? Like a lot of achievements. So how do you all tell your children who come here to go out in the society, and how do you all get them jobs, etc.?
Yeah, now as I told you before, all these programs that we conducted are in a high demand category in all the migratory agencies, and similarly in Sri Lanka as well. All are high demand categories. People need loads of stuff, and how the population is aging. And one French scientist talking at TED Talks, and 4 scenarios. You go to eternity, or you can go up to now 80. Life expectancy can go to 100, or goes like 80, or go down. Finally, he projects himself in different variables. We all are going to be immortal. Why? Things are happening in next 20 years because of the computer, development of the computers. We analyze the human body in few seconds. So then the nanotechnology has come in, developing beautiful stuff. Then biotechnology has come in, and IT and healthcare, robotic surgeries and all that. So already things are changing. So these kids are looking at, I don't want our graduates to look at what is happening now. We want to look at what is happening in 10 years. The whole world is going to change. Everything's going to change. Healthcare is going to change dramatically. One day there won't be hospitals. You go to a kiosk, like an ATM machine, you put your finger there, blood drop will be taken, they will ask few questions, and the packet will come from the other end. And there won't be any injections, it will be all oral medications. Right? And you can do a lot of stuff. It won't take much time. I mean, probably another 15 years it will happen, based on genetics. And you avoid your certain stuff, food stuff, this and that, based on your prediction of future. So this is the world that these kids are going to work. It's not the typical hospital. It's going to change. So if they don't look at and get themselves now, they can be the number 1 in the world, in the top 10. So we always push them towards the future. There are enough jobs in Sri Lanka as well as outside. We would advise kids to go out and then earn a living and get some money and hopefully come back. This is a beautiful country. They should be here, and a lot of things going to change in Sri Lanka.
Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time, sir.
Thank you so much.
I think we've learned a lot today. Thank you very much.